What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Troxel Sports Talk. Man, oh man, we got some crazy stuff that went on today. What is going on, Rod Star Gaming, Zeppelin King, Patriots Nation, Patriots Nation Sports Talk? How's everybody doing? Um, yeah, we're gonna get into that. Patriots Nation. What's going on, Zeppelin King? But yeah, we got some news today. I mean, it affects really all sports outside of the NFL, and that's because their season ain't playing. Um, it's affecting the NCAA, the NBA, the XFL, the Major League Soccer, and the MLB as well. What's going on, MonStar? What's going on, Aswin? What's going on, Eric? But as you guys know, the NBA season is canceled until further notice. So there is no timetable for the NBA season to return. Um, it's whenever this coronavirus epidemic is gone, or they find a way to treat it, or what do you call it? So for me right now, I'm on life support. Like, this is catastrophic, and this is crazy. Yeah, NHL right now is probably gonna follow suit. I wouldn't doubt if they do. If they do, especially when it comes to player safety as well as fan safety. Uh, the NCAA for the Power Five conference tournament. That means like the Big Ten tournament, SEC tournament, ACC, things like that. There will be no fan attendance. That is effective tomorrow morning. So as soon as an hour and 45 minutes go by, it's in full effect. Same with the NBA season cancellation. And then on Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, the XFL team, the Seattle Dragons, uh, that game will have no fan attendance. Major League Soccer, they did shut down a game. They canceled a game, uh, as well as the Mariners. There's a ordinance in Seattle, and that's why the Seattle game has no fan attendance, because it falls under the same ordinance as the Mariners do, where they can't have between 1,000 to 250 people all in like one area. Like, this is crazy. So Mariner games, just to kick off the season, there is no fan attendance. I mean, they could suspend the MLB season. They could suspend the MLB or MLS season. They can even suspend the XFL season, as well as the NHL and NCAA March Madness. Like, this is serious, you guys. This is crazy. Uh, College is shut down till mid-April for me, says Lance. What's going on, Lance? Uh, yeah. So this is crazy, you guys. So I'm gonna preach this to every single person, and I know every member in the Sports Movement Network that comes on will probably say the same thing as well. Everybody, please wash your hands. Make sure your kids wash their hands. Make sure everybody is taking um, the proper tools to kill this bacteria or this virus. Like, this is crazy, and Monster says maybe they're gonna cancel WrestleMania. Uh, that is a possibility. Like, we have not seen something like this. Like, and I want to really focus in on what Mark Cuban said when a reporter at the game, after he found out that tomorrow the NBA season will be canceled. He went up to a reporter and said, or the reporter came in and was kind of talked to him, and he was like, this is something that shouldn't be in real life. Like, this is something that comes out of a movie. And when you really stop and think about it, I mean, this is the type of stuff that like you would see in a movie. Like I'm gonna take for instance, uh, The Dark Knight Rises, where Bane set off the stuff for, at that football game, and shout out to Hines Ward for being in that, you know, but you know, it's something like that. Like you don't see stuff unless it's a movie. Like this is crazy. Last week, Corona reached India. That is crazy. I know it is here in Michigan. There is cases where it is here in Michigan. So my state is affected right now. Uh, you know, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if Monday morning, or even Friday after the bell rings, that kids are sent home with a note that says school has been canceled till further notice. I have a funny feeling that's going to happen. And shout out to the Gridiron Blitz. He also said that if it's not by Monday, then guaranteed by the end of the week, at the end of this month. Like this stuff is serious, you guys. Like please take precautions. I mean this stuff is crazy. I remember you were telling me that Patriots Nation. You said 2 cases of coronavirus in Connecticut. Uh, Eric says, "What answers do we have? NFL free agency and draft." The draft might have no fans. They might actually be like, "There's no fans. It's going to be at a designated area, and they're going to take 110% try to precautions." Even the players might not that are getting drafted might not be able to show. Like we don't know. The draft is a month away, so hopefully we have some sort of clear some sort of plan in place. uh this is crazy. uh Lance says, trucks, I go to SVSU. We shut down today, along with MSU and many high schools debating. Yeah, I mean, it's going to trickle on down. What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Jay White? 2K plays. The coach plays. What's going on, everybody? Like this stuff it's crazy. I went through the list of just announcements today, and there's 5 of them. And the biggest one is the NBA season. Like an entire season is canceled, you guys. Like this is crazy. I cannot believe it. I mean, I have to believe it because it's facts. Like the NBA season is canceled till further notice. 40 cases in my Providence, like a state to you. There's 40 cases in your area, MonStar. That's insane. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen, MonStar. They'll probably, send them about 5 hats, where they might fall, and the team that they get drafted by, they'll probably have the team hat that they'll be able to put on, and camera maybe. I don't even know if there's going to be a camera at the draftees' houses. Like they're going to have to do something. There's going to have to be plans in place, and they're going to have to do a lot of different things. Like this is crazy. What's going on, the Doctor and Frostfish? How's it going, you guys? Uh, a guy in China eat a bat that had the coronavirus. That's crazy, Zeppelin King. Man, I wanted, I had to get on today. I got off late. That's why I didn't do the Pistons and Sixers. Shout out to uh, Spotlight Sports Talk. Uh, you know, Congratulations on the victory. Uh, they defeated the Pistons. What was it? 126 to 1. Hold on, let me get the exact. 124 to 106. So congratulations, Spotlight Sports Talk. You got the last one of the season. It looks like, and at least until further notice. Chris says my wife's a doctor, nurse practitioner. Don't be worried. Just get good sun and good air and eat right. Avoid fast food and wash all fruits and veggies. Absolutely. You know, take precautions, people. Uh, don't just treat this like it's just like the uh what was the mosquito one. Um I don't know what the I forgot what the mosquito one was called. Um what was it? Like N1H1 or something like that? Uh cuz that one was just like, hey, just avoid outside really, I guess. Or be in a cold area. Uh what's going on, Cruz? How's it going? It's a possibility. They already canceling out fans. I mean, the Seattle and who is it? Seattle and oh my goodness, I'm so bad with names today. My brain's so messed up, like with everything. Hold on one second. I'm gonna look it up right now. Um. Oh yeah, and the LA team, they're gonna be playing with no fans, so they're already starting to cancel out fans at games. And like with Mark Cuban, he said, like for the people that work at the stadiums, we'll have uh, a plan in place, so that the people that work at the stadiums can still try to get paid. Uh, because a lot of them are self-employed. They don't have a contingency plan like say the NBA where, if there's a crisis were to happen, we have X amount of dollars to make sure players are paid and, officials are paid and things like that where, they get their money, where they can provide for their family and stuff like that. And, oh, yes, swine flu. Yep. And West Nile. Yep. Absolutely. Like, those were kind of like, whatever, kind of thing. But like, it's not like it is this. Like this is crazy. Uh, like I said, I won't put it past that all schools will be canceled. And for parents, have a plan in place. If you don't, man, my prayers are out to you because this stuff is scary. And like I said, Michigan, where I'm at, is affected. There's been cases in Michigan where the coronavirus is here. Uh, and that's scary. Uh, so I definitely think that this might be the last week of school for kids. And if it is, like for me, it's gonna be a double whammy. Because not only do I work with the public, people are gonna be afraid to go out and do things. So if they do, they're not gonna get a haircut or whatever. They're gonna just take a pair of kitchen shears and do it themselves and say, "Hey, when the coronavirus ends, we'll get this fixed." You know, so that could be wage losses for me if my daughter is home from school, due to school being canceled. Like I'm gonna have to be the one that's home. Like this is scary, you guys. Uh, like what's going on the Gridiron Blitz, man. So I definitely want to say, like, you guys, please wash your hands. Make sure that all your kids washes their hands, and don't trust anybody else to be clean. So if you have to, Bring sanitizer, bring wipes, and before you open a door, wipe the door handle down before you open it. Like, take precaution, you guys, uh, because this is crazy. What's going on, Big Rich 313? How's it going? They're telling us not to worry, just wash your hands, but it's called a world pandemic. We should be very worried. Absolutely, absolutely, Big Rich. Absolutely, we should. Uh, you know, take precaution. Bring sanitizers, bring hand wipes, bring everything that you can to make sure that you're trying to kill as much bacteria and diseases and virus that you can. I know you're not going to be able to, destroy them all, but at least make sure it's, 70% alcohol, uh, and make sure that, it kills at least 99.99% of bacteria. You do things like that, you be able to at least, contain it. I mean, obviously it's not 100% fail safe, so be cautious, but at least be careful of, of things like that. Like, this is crazy. If you're healthy, you won't die, says Frostfish. Cook at home? Absolutely. 60% alcohol, hand gel, antibacterial soap, Lysol disinfectant. Stay in if sick. Absolutely. Here's Johnny. What's going on? What about that 0.1%? What's really scary though is there was a book, and shout out to my wife. There's a book that was published in, I believe, 2004. I don't know what the name is, uh, but I'm gonna read what she messaged me with. Okay, here's the first paragraph. In around 2020, a severe pneumonia like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrives, attacking again 10 years later, and then disappear completely. And then another one was this was a Chinese scientist named Li Chen. Uh, they called the staff uh, Wuhan 400 because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside of the city of Wuhan. And it was the 400th viable strain of a man made microorganism created at that research center. So, yeah, that was published in 2004. Yeah, Arku, I definitely I said that earlier. Mark Cuban, he was like, this is something that you see in movies. Like, this is not something that you're supposed to see in real life. Like, this is crazy. Uh, but shout out to the NBA, even though it puts my channel on life support, because there is really no football. And there's basketball really is at its prime right now. After Super Bowl Sunday, it's all basketball. But shout out to the XFL. They've been holding off that itch. At least it gives us with next week the free agency, and a month later is the draft. At least we got actual real football being played while we're waiting for these dates for the NFL. But they also canceled Michigan's spring training for football. So there is no spring training this year for the University of Michigan. That is they canceled that. So they're canceling things that if it's not a you have to do, you're that's gone. And then it's up to really the commissioners to really talk with the owners and be like, okay, look, uh, are we going to play games with fans or without fans, or are we going to just X out of the whole season until we figure out this whole, uh, coronavirus really? Coronavirus is by my area. That's crazy, Zeppelin King. Be safe, brother. Be safe. Flu is 1% and coronavirus is 2%, guys. Chris, I'm glad to see guys like you in this chat. Media is trying to make this world panic, says Lance. I mean, we've seen some stuff like this, but not on a grand scale where they're starting to cancel sports. We have not seen, even with, I think it was the swine flu. I don't think they canceled any games. Okay, yep. I think you're right, Dwayne. I think that's what she said. I can't remember names, but I think that looks familiar. 2K Play says read my comment above. Cut onions in each room every 3 days. No colds or flus, etc. here in 3 years. They will cancel the second half of XFL. Gridiron, I wouldn't put it past it. I think until they can figure out how to attack this coronavirus and get it out of here, I think they're going to take precautions and just be like, well, you know what? Let's keep, you know, let's keep fans safe. Let's keep ourselves safe, and our families safe. Really. But what did 2K Play say? We're about to find out the Simpsons predicted the coronavirus. Hey, you already know. They be predicting everything. They even what do you call it? Predicted the Falcons and Patriots that Super Bowl. Josh Jackson says you better hope they don't cancel work. The Senate today blocked sick pay. No money if you get it, and quarantine. You're really screwed. Wow, that is crazy, Josh. Zeppelin King says they did not cancel my school yet. Chris says eat right and eat good, son. Get fresh air. I I haven't been sick in 20 years. Yeah, I mean I usually get sick maybe once or twice a year. And at worst, it's back to back each time. After that, I'm good to go for the rest of the year. The NCAA and NBA are closing the borders. Yeah, I mean I could see that. At least until further notice, where they can figure out. Okay, hey, if the person gets the coronavirus, can we treat them and they back to normal? Kind of like a regular common cold. What's going on, John Brooks? They won't cancel till a player gets it, like the NBA. Yeah, I can see that as well. Shout out to Rudy Gobert. Hopefully he overcomes it and is healthy and makes a speedy recovery, because he was the NBA player that was affected by the coronavirus. He tested positive for it. Vitamin C, zinc, vitamin B, D, etc. Absolutely. Here's Johnny. A lot of people, especially in wintertime, are vitamin D deficient because of the lack of sun. Especially here in Michigan. So definitely take your vitamins. Um, take precaution. Don't be silly about things. If people are, what do you call it? Take precaution, and you're gonna have to live life. Absolutely, you're gonna have to live life, but be cautious of things. Uh, there's bad people in this world, and there's good people. Hopefully, uh, you know, you tell yourself to, hey, wash your hands, wash your food before you prep it and cook it, and wash your kids' hands. Make sure they're before and after school, and if they're at school, make sure they're in a good habit of doing it as well. Bring hand wipes, sanitizers. Take the precaution. Nope, Travis, I got to sickness, my job, and the law. Probably empty stadiums, though. I think Tom Hanks got the coronavirus too, says Jeffrey. Two or one people have the coronavirus in my state, says Zeppelin King. MonStar says Vince McMahon didn't cancel a pay per view when a wrestler fell and died right in his ring the same night. Facts. My favorite wrestler ever, Owen Hart. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. Uh, but this is different. Think XFL won't have crowds at least. Yeah, it's gonna be different. His wife Rita Wilson as well. Oh wow, that's crazy. Here's Johnny says get your rest. Yeah, at least get 8 hours of rest, and stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Treat your life right now as like you would have a cold. So take your vitamins. Drink lots of water. You know, disinfect things. Take the precaution. You know, here in Michigan, at least I know, uh, we've had a couple good days of sun. So, don't stay inside and go outside for a minute. I think schools will have it soon. Yeah, it's going to, like I was telling the people today, when I first got on, shout out to you, Gridiron Blitz. Uh, if it ain't going to be done by Monday, definitely by the end of the month. Yes, Tom Hanks confirmed him and his wife tested positive for the coronavirus in his direct IG tonight. Wow, that is crazy. Prayers up to Tom Hanks and his wife. Double up on your vitamins, absolutely. My feelings okay hurt. What's going on, 4G? Good immune system, absolutely. Make sure you eat your apples too. Apple a day keeps the doctors away, so that's good source of vitamins as well. 4G says hurt. 2K Play says I feel like it's going to start passing over when the weather starts getting warmer. I hope so. And here we're in March, and it's really the biggest outside of the national title game for football. It's one of the biggest times in college. March Madness is huge. If they're not going to have March Madness, it's almost going to feel like a part of people it's not going to be there. Even people that don't really watch sports still watches March Madness. It's crazy. I feel like today's going to. Oh, I already read that. Tulsa has fallen. March Sadness, absolutely, Jeffrey. 2K Play says, I wonder if my school gets canceled, if I'll still be able to graduate on time. Uh, you're up to date on credits. I mean, if you're up to date on credits, and I I wouldn't see why you wouldn't be able to graduate on time, but you guys probably wouldn't be able to walk. They probably just mail you your diploma. Bad joke to girlfriend, honey. I think I have a sore throat. I think my throat's sore. Josh says it's not going to affect most people outside of the worst cold you ever had. How will the NBA handle this year's NBA title? Well, right now there is no NBA. It is canceled as soon as all games are concluded tonight, uh, until further notice. So there might not be an NBA playoff or finals. Do you realize it's summer and warm in Australia, and it's still there? It's there still. That's crazy. What's going on, At? MonStar says, yeah, weather has nothing to do with it, At. Josh says, they said it's going to become what is now our common flu, so expect it for years to come. And that's from the CDC. Tom Hanks is currently and caught it filming an Elvis movie in Australia, which is hot there. Hey, 2K plays, don't joke like that, man. Take precautions still. It's never silly to take precautions. It's just like the good old saying. Uh, if you stay prepared, you don't ever have to get prepared. Also known as if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, Arku. I said if it gets out of hand, they're gonna start canceling, uh, you know, the leagues. Here's Johnny says, "God save us from bad basketball." Must be talking about Detroit sports. Zeppelin King says, "Have you about the two people from Oklahoma went to China, then they had the coronavirus? How long till we have a vaccine?" That's a good question, Jeffrey. That's a good question. That's what I would be after. Like, give us answers. Like, when are you guys working on this vaccine? We need it. At least to be able to, treat people that do have it. Then try to find a strain to where, you know, it's in your flu shot or things like that to where you can prevent trying to get the coronavirus. Chris says this is one of 200 forms of this virus. Humans been dealing with this strain for 200,000 plus years. The flu vaccine kills more. Nobody is immune to the severe side except babies and kids. They're trying to figure out why it doesn't affect their lungs at all. Yeah, this is, definitely, catch up on your researches and, and educate yourself. The best knowledge is, sometimes going out there and getting self knowledge and, doing your researches and and figuring out ways to, hey, how can I prevent it? Or, contain it to where, if I do get it, it's not super severe where it could still be somewhat treatable. Because right now we don't have a treatment. Uh, AT says I ordered a game for the second time. This code said it was already used, and they are trying to say no refunds. They gave me one because same thing happened. I'm mad. That's crazy, AT. They don't know enough about the virus yet to create a vaccine. And that's crazy. Like, because you already know it's some sort of man-made, uh, virus. That's like cancer. Cancer is man-made. And also, I do want to, because I did bring up cancer. Uh, Look on your labels. It's not, for people that want to lose weight and things like that. It's not counting calories. It's counting chemicals. Let's be real here. Here, look on the back of your ingredients. If you can't pronounce names, why are you gonna put that name that you can't even pronounce in your body? Those names that you can't. What do you call it? Is actually food for cancer. Yeah, I believe it was Chris. Saying eat right. Get wash your fruits and vegetables. Do different things to where you know you're able to try to live a healthier lifestyle. The healthier your body is, the healthier it can be able to fight these you know uh viruses and diseases and things like that. They said they were having some success with an AIDS med. Chris says babies and kids have 20 times more germs than adults, so their immune system can easily handle it. Zeppelin King says if my cousin doesn't wash his hands, he goes to have he going to have the coronavirus to my whole family. No, just train them proper etiquette, like you know, wash your hands, wash your body, wash your hair, like take precaution. You know, try to start, maybe this is the epidemic where it's, trying to get us to be right. Cuz I know I'm guilty of a few times, I get out of work late, I'm starving, you know, there's a, McDonald's right by my workplace. Hey, let me go quickly go grab, dinner real fast. 8, 9 o'clock, eat it, and maybe get home, and by 10:30 I'll be able to do a show or a game or something like that, or or something like that. Like I'm guilty sometimes of that. I go to Taco Bell and order $21 worth of food or $18 at McDonald's. Like like because there's sometimes I don't get a chance to eat because I'm either busy at work or I got things I got to get done. So maybe it's even a wake up for me. Start eating right. What's going on, Butcher's Block? But yeah, they have no fans attendance to Power Five conference tournament this week. It's starting Thursday. The NBA season has been canceled till further notice. Starting Thursday, XFL Seattle game and LA game will have no fan attendance. MLS soccer, uh, some of their games have been canceled. The Seattle Mariners will play without fans at home. They're under a capacity limit of how many people are in a single area to try to contain, and quarantine some of this virus and stuff like that. Uh, until they can buy enough times to maybe find a vaccine or get a cure if somebody is diagnosed with the coronavirus and things like that. So I really just got on to kind of like, this is crazy. Let you guys know that there is what, one, two, three, four, five sports that this is it has been affected. uh I'm still trying to see if NHL has something about it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna follow suit once they figure out whatever all the other major sports teams do. Uh, and it's this is crazy. And for a person that only does football and basketball, my channel is on life support. food now is fake. You got to consume 10 times more than organic food and you consume all carbs versus natural vitamins and minerals you can constantly eat because carbs never fill you. I found it ironic that there was a revolution going on in China against their president and government and for democracy for a while now. No more people protesting, is there? That's possible. I mean, Cruz says, "Hey, see you, truck. Sorry, I gotta go to work. Have a great day and remember, stay healthy." Absolutely. Hope you have a blessed day and stay safe, Cruz. Yeah, Frozen Gamer, Tom Hanks and his wife both have the coronavirus. Shout out to the chat for letting me know that. Trevor says I'm going to work tomorrow and fake sneeze on people. That's so mean. Chris says I wonder if the Lions going to use this to keep Patricia. Well, he's going to be there for this year, but if January 1st, if we're not, in the playoffs or, you know, some fluke stuff happened and it eliminated us from playoffs week 17, like a hands to the face, phantom hands to the face that eliminated us from, what do you call it? Because they love putting the Packers against the Lions week 17, which I don't mind it. Hey, they want to claim that they're the best. Well, guess what? When we beat you, I guess we beat the best. So we'll be the best. I'm a firm believer. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Woo! There are so many memes about NFL not caring about viruses. I got a 6-pack of Corona in the fridge. What's going on, LSU Tigers? Says RIP Pistons. Their season is over. Yeah, their season was actually over last month. When they traded Andre Drummond, I already knew that their season was over. Game over. Yeah, absolutely, LSU Tigers. It says, love you, Trox. I just hate that the virus is that bad. Absolutely. I just can't believe, the Mariners for, baseball, they're playing without fans. Major League Soccer, they've canceled some games. XFL and NCAA have come to the conclusion that for now, there's no fans at attendance to the games that will be played. And the NBA season is over until further notice. Emmanuel Mudiay tested positive. Emmanuel Mudiay as well? I know Rudy Gobert did. I didn't know Emmanuel Mudiay did. I just got one more question about the Lions trucks. Who they? LSU Tiger says, well, everyone's season is over. Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy. I don't think that there's going to be people that are going to be tailgating anymore, for the baseball season. It's going to affect a lot of things. This is crazy. What's going on, Art? How's it going, brother? Says, what's up, guys? Trox, what's going on? I'm devastated by this, Trox. Absolutely, I am too. There's no more NBA. XFL, the Seattle game's going to be played with no fans. The NCAA Power 5 conference will be played with no fans. Major League Soccer has canceled games. This is crazy. And like I said, shout out to Uh, Mark Cuban, he was talking with a reporter and he was like, this ain't something that we're supposed to be seeing in real life. Like, this is supposed to be something that you see in a movie. Like, this stuff is crazy. Uh, and like he said, people are going to have to live their life, but, stay safe, be educated on things. You know, wash your hands, wash them 2 times or 3 times. You know, uh, bring sanitizers, hand wipes, wipe down doors, wipe down your hands. After you open the door. Take different, precautions in order to, help prevent. The best defense is preventative defense. Good thing I canceled my recap. Tracks on my university, Northridge is also. Wow, your college got canceled, Art? That's crazy. The Thunder were going against the Jazz and it stopped. Yep. As soon as they got word that Rudy Gobert got tested positive, he was not at the game. He was already home, but tested positive for the coronavirus, and they brought it up to the refs and talked with the officials. They talked to the league office. Both teams were sent to the locker room, and then they called it. They postponed it and sent the fans home. So what does this mean? We will just have NBA playoffs in 2021? That's a good question. The coach play says I still can't believe it. If you live in a bubble, your body won't be used to these viruses and it will make it worse. Absolutely. Absolutely, Chris. I mean, what don't kill us makes us stronger. That's in even life situations. What don't kill us makes us stronger. It says Thursday and Friday, and also for my university. I'm devastated, man. Absolutely. I mean, I hope you stay safe, Art. Real talk. My school hasn't got canceled yet, but it makes me kind of nervous. It's not canceled yet because I don't know who has it or someone has it in my school. Yeah, that is true. And the worst part is it might not get canceled until somebody does have it. Then it's a problem. But train your kids to, try to be preventative on, wash your hands. Uh, don't cough on people. Don't sneeze on people. Cover your mouth. Put it in, like, when I cough or sneeze, I put my whole entire face in my shirt and sneeze or cough in my shirt. Like, it don't go nowhere. you know. And obviously, when I get home, I take off my shirt, put it in the dirty laundry, do it, put it in the wash, and it gets clean. Uh, I'm gonna try to get on tomorrow. All right, Grid. Let me know what time. I got some things I want to add. Well, hey, you want to get on now? I can add you. Just say the word and I can what do you call it? Get you on. LSU, me too, man. If I don't fall asleep. What's going on, boys from D? Says I like LSU. Art says Maddie also trucks because Maddie also goes to university, so does also so same thing to her. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, what I'm trying to say is to everybody. I'm not trying to single out nobody. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be educated on it. I want everybody to take the proper precautions in order to help prevent it. Like I said, wash your hands. use sanitizer, use disinfectant wipes to wipe doors. Pretty much as one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, Stone Cold Steve Austin says, DTA, don't trust anybody. Don't trust people that they're gonna be clean. Uh, you know, wipe your hands right after them. Canceled Henry Ford College in Dearborn, says Darnell. That is crazy. I mean, it doesn't surprise me though. Like me and the Gridiron Blitz were talking earlier today. By Friday, if not, what do you call it? Like for me, I feel like Friday, uh, whenever kids get out of school, they will be sent home with a note that says, "Do not return till further notice." And if they don't do it, maybe by Monday, then by the end of the month, I feel like kids will be out of school. Everybody, please stay safe, including my TSM family. Absolutely, Art. And it even goes beyond the TSMN family and the sports entertainment as well. Like this goes on to in real life, not just in sports. Like I'm being like I would not want to hear anyone of the 1,500 people that hit that subscribe button, or people that that I know here on YouTube, to ever get it. Like I don't care if you're my worst enemy or my best friend. Like I don't wish this on nobody. That's just not how my nature is. Uh, so I pray for everybody that you guys stay safe. This virus is aggravating. Absolutely. Appreciate that, LSU Tigers. Hope this is all overreaction. A better safe than sorry type of thing. Yeah, I hope so too, Jeffrey. But in the same time, definitely don't take it for as an overreaction. Still be cautious. I'm not gonna say like, oh, go rush to Walmart or Myers or uh the grocery store and buy up all the food there. I'm not saying go and do all that, because for me, I think that's kind of silly. But as far as like wiping down the doors, washing your hands, not sneezing on somebody or having somebody sneeze on you, uh, or cough on you, or you cough on somebody, and take a precaution of, you know, with good hygienes. If everybody does that, there'll be a chance where you can't spread that virus. And if you do get a cold or sick, stay home. Take the one day off. Get rest. Drink fluids. You'll be able to get back quicker and healthier. Even if it takes 2 or 3 days or even up to a week. Zeppelin King says China hates us. That must be because we raised their taxes. I'm Kurt Russell from The Thing, says the Gridiron Blitz. LSU Tiger says, they said if someone has the virus in my school, just stay in your own classroom. Wait till the last period, then leave. That's crazy, LSU Tiger. Hate when the Packers save cap space. Oh, yeah. But, AT, though, if they want to save cap space and get better, that's, I never, what do you call it, shy from a good competition. They want to claim that they're the best in the NFC North, this, that, the other, pump out their chest, because they were 13-3 and got to the NFC title game and lost to the San Francisco 49ers. Let them. They earned it. But guess what? Come week 1, we're coming for them. Just like everybody was going for the Bears after, the previous year. You know, they now got a target on their back. We got to beat them. They were the division title winner. They got up to, one game before the Super Bowl. You got to beat them. Plain and simple. Once you win that crown, it's just like right now. It's just like the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a target on their back. You want to beat the best. You got to beat the best. And in order to beat the best, you got to, get better each and every single day. No, I don't. Well, it depends. If school's canceled, though, Grid, I don't think so. Because how can you send a person to, somewhere that's closed? Seriously, every year at the same time? We're living in a horror movie right now. Let the Cubans work at a cure. In my eyes, Obama's greatest achievement was ending that trade embargo. With access to U.S. tech, they found the cure for lung, throat, and brain cancer. I'll be on tomorrow, says the Gridiron Blitz. A year later, testing started in New York. It's gonna not be fun with sports now. It feels like sports wasn't a thing. Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna feel totally different. Especially like when the games are being played and there's no fans. Like even the fan element, even if it's at hostile territory, like it still gets your blood flowing. Like I remember going, you know, to a few of our arch rivals, and the boos when they heard our name got me pumped. Like I was ready. Well, being on 4 Red Bulls and listening to heavy metal music before every football game wasn't a smart thing to do, but I was ready. What's going on, Valhalla Sports Talk? Hey, actually, I was actually talking smack about the Cheese Whiz Packers, but I will say about the Vikings, I do have a thing about them too because as long as Kirk Cousins is the quarterback, it puts a lot of pressure on that defense and what do you call it? And as well as Delvin Cook. Uh, I think that you guys could have found a better price tag for him. Uh, and you could have put some other pieces in place. Because right now that defense, they gotta go a defensive draft. Uh, and replace some of the elder guys. I mean, you can keep them around if they still under contract, depending on the contract size. But get the youth in now. Get the youth in on defense. Because overall you guys got a solid defense. It's the back end that's suspect. Your quarterback suspect. Outside of that, there's really no holes. And that's why I always will say, uh, the Detroit Lions' biggest competition for the division title is not the Packers. It's always been the Minnesota Vikings. Because as soon as you see the head coach for Minnesota, you know good and darn well that they're gonna have a big, what do you call it? Uh, a big time edge. Hey, because I love good football, so I don't just watch the Lions. And one of my other teams actually went to a Super Bowl. Larry Fitzgerald still needs a ring though, but I get it. I think that was the year that it was Jerome Bettis's last game, so I get it why the Steelers won. Uh, But man, Larry Fitzgerald needs a ring. Yeah, as long as Mike Zimmer is there, man, they got a chance. Mike Zimmer is a. I respect Mike Zimmer. I don't respect LaFleur, and I don't respect Nagy. I think Nagy uh and Trubisky, is what's holding the whole entire team back. I mean, now I'm not gonna say it's all on Nagy for the Bears, uh, but I will say that for Trubisky, he's holding that entire offense back. Uh, you know, but I'm a fan of good football. So like my Arizona Cardinals, they've been to a Super Bowl, so I do know what a Super Bowl is like. Um, and it sucks losing it too. That's what we do. Valhalla Sports Talk, trash talk, and crew chew and chew bubblegum until we're all out of bubblegum. No, the bubblegum chewing, that's Pete Carroll's job. That dude, man, he'll finish those 5 packs of Bubblicious bubblegum real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Actually, I think they did a documentation on how much bubblegum that Pete Carroll chews. It's a ridiculous amount. I feel bad for the cleaning crew after the games. Oh yeah, I mean, for me, I'm thinking that they might just, like, for the NBA, they might just cancel from now until the regular season ends, and when the playoffs is supposed to start, they might be able to bring it back. Uh, but then that, see, the tricky part is going to be, if that happens, what is going to be the effect of the NBA draft, the draft lottery. That's where it's going to be really tricky at. Because now, if a team could have got into the playoffs, and they were like a half game out, you know, now they can't get in. Pete's on that juicy fruit, strictly juicy fruit. I still think it was funny though. As soon as Jim Harbaugh got to Stanford, and Chip Kelly was at what was that, Oregon? Uh, Pete Carroll's reign at USC came quickly to an end. And it almost kind of happened over there with the 49ers as well, and the Seahawks. As soon as, Jim Harbaugh went to the 49ers, and uh, was it, yeah, and Chip Kelly was, what do you call it? I mean, outside of Chip Kelly just totally not being the right coach for Philadelphia, uh, you know, Pete Carroll almost was a done deal. Like, he wouldn't have been able to win. Yeah, but I'm gonna be doing some. I'm gonna try to fill some time out. Now that there's no NBA games, where I'll get on and do these talking videos, and maybe now I'll start talking about. Uh, I'm not a person that a person of who should have won, who this, that, the other. You know, right now we'll never know. If the season is technically canceled for good for the rest of this year, we'll never know who would have won a title this year. crazy part is, isn't it ironic when the Los Angeles Clippers actually have a real shot? I guess they don't like a little brother. Hey, maybe we need to do that in college football. Sorry, state fans. Love y'all still. That's just me being a Wolverine. But yeah, I'm gonna be. I'll probably do a little bit more of these talking head live streams. Uh, maybe I'll start doing some other things. You know, to replace the time that I would be doing for for the basketball games. I just think it's crazy that now we have no basketball, and we even might get shortchanged March Madness. You know, and right now that's what my channel is based off of. It's based off of NBA and college basketball. Until when I return from a 3 week break, and uh, the preseason kicks off, then I could go back to being with about football. I know it wouldn't have been the Pistons. Oh yeah, I mean, come on now. We got the. I mean, right now we're almost in what, the fourth to worst team. It's either fourth or sixth or something like that. I know we're gonna get a real high draft pick. Maybe I'll finally be able to have time and talk about the NBA free agency and drafting as well as stuff like that. And maybe I'll have time to talk, NFL free agency, NFL draft. Next Wednesday, I'll probably be on a live stream talking, free agency. So don't be surprised if you see Troxel Sports Talk being on for football. But real talk though, I hope you guys all stay safe. Stay vigilant as being able to taking care of your body, taking precautions and things like that. Because like I said, I don't want nothing bad to happen to nobody. That ain't who I am, and that ain't what I stand for. I don't care if you're my arch nemesis or my greatest friend. So I'm never gonna wish no bad ill will on nobody. But NCAA is gonna sound like a pickup game on TV if they don't have it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and they announced that the Power Five conference tournament, like the Big Ten, the ACC, the SEC, and Pac-12 and things like that. Like they're not going to have any fans for the conference title. This tournament that we start tomorrow, there is no fans at games. We don't know if it's gonna be into the NCAA tournament yet. No news have been reported on that yet. Uh, but as soon as I find word, you guys will definitely be notified. So definitely be on, my community tab. Uh, make sure the bells are rung. Uh, because I will be coming out with, any breaking news and things like that comes out about the coronavirus and how it affects the sports. You already know I'm going to try to bring it to you ASAP, any way, shape, or form. Uh, you know, Also, like I said, I'm going to be doing, NFL free agency. I'm also going to be doing, gearing up for the NFL draft. Uh, oh, they have been put under quarantine? That's crazy. I mean, I don't blame it. Uh, Fans at Jazz Utah or Jazz Oklahoma City not at risk. Oklahoma State Department of Health confirms fan in attendance at game tonight are not at risk of COVID-19, which is the coronavirus. Uh, Huskers team quarantine. Nebraska is not leaving arena after head coach was taken to hospital during Big Ten tournament. Wow, that just happened 20 minutes ago, you guys. Wow. Yeah, also Jazz quarantine in Oklahoma City. Wow, that is insane. Wow, that is crazy, guys. My prayers are out to like I said, Rudy Gobert and the Nebraska Cornhuskers head coach. That is crazy. Gridiron, when do you want me to Vox you? After here or right now? Jeffrey, that is a great question. That's a real great question because we just played them. What was that? 2 days ago? 3 days ago? And Rudy Gobert was there. So that is a very, very good question. Yeah, we played them Saturday, and Rudy Gobert was there. Oh man, that's crazy. You know what the scary part is, Jeffrey? The Jazz came to Detroit on Saturday. The coach looked rough on the bench. Wow, that's crazy, Valhalla. Stuff getting bad. We need good leadership at the moment, but we have. Hey, that is true. Jazz are still at their arena. Yep. I read all teams that have played the Jazz past 7 days are gonna get tested. Absolutely gridiron. Thunder left Chesapeake Energy and Jazz are still there. Yo, Troxel, our world has peace after virus happened. I hate people who hate. Yeah, it does gridiron. It does put a lot into perspective. Like, you know, it's crazy. LSU Tigers, you shouldn't hate anybody. Hate is actually a strong word. Especially now when we're dealing with all this crazy stuff, this is a time where we're supposed to come together and try to fight this virus. You know, brainstorm ideas and try to come up with a way to where we can defeat the virus. This might like be this may be like the Boom episode of Family Guy. It's like everyone has cancer in our world. I mean, but cancer is a man-made disease as well. So we could thank our mad scientists, and then to treat it even more and feed cancer, they put it in our food. What's going on, Rick? Yeah, Tom Hanks and his wife have the coronavirus. That's crazy, though. Wilson. Oh, he confirmed it on Twitter as well. I know. I think it was his wife or him. Somebody in the chat earlier said uh, that they posted it on Instagram as well. Oh, it's all good, LSU Tigers. I'm about to go run up, but yeah, that's all I really got to say about this tonight, you guys. Stay tuned. I will keep you guys posted. I will be on a whole lot more. Uh, as far as we got free agency in the NFL happening. We got the draft happening. We got for my basketball fans and supporters that I'll have some basketball content still for you guys. Uh, hopefully we still have March Madness. I will still bring all the games that I possibly can. Um, for the conference title, or I'm sorry, the conference tournament, and so I will try to get you guys as much content as possible. Uh, to make up with all these games that we technically lost. Like we got some good NBA games coming up, and it has been taken from us. Um, Hopefully it's not the whole season. Um, and if so, I don't know how they're gonna redo it to where some of these teams that are on the bubble of being out the playoffs or being into the playoffs, get their chance to see if they can actually go on a run, or do they fall, to make a playoffs, or do they just say, well, because the season ends, it is what it is, and whoever's not in, that's who goes into a draft lottery, and the rest of you guys, goes by the record. But we won't know until more word comes out. And as soon as those words come out, I'm gonna bring it to you guys. Uh, I'm still gonna be working on my channel as well, uh, and I'm gonna try to get you guys, you know, up to date on everything. Uh, but with that being said, stay safe, you guys. Please wash your hands. Uh, Tell your kids to wash your hands. Take care of your body. Eat your vitamins. Um, Eat more home cooked meals instead of going out. And, you know, and just be smart about things. Oh, you're welcome, Josh. Oh, absolutely. And people that, sneeze and cough, please cover your mouth. Put your face in your shirt, sneeze and cough inside your shirt, and go about your business. It takes 30 seconds. And I don't want to hear no excuse that it comes out the blue. because you do get the itch inside your nose on a sneeze and cough. You will feel it coming up. So there's no excuses, people. Take precaution. And absolutely, Rick, take your airborne. You know, uh, they even got another one called Zycam. Mostly it's a vitamin C booster. Also take vitamin D. Take your vitamins, people. It helps boost your immune system for a reason. And the best vitamin is really in your actual fruit food. And stay up to date on what's really organic and what's fake organic. Because just because it says organic doesn't mean it's organic. I know with bananas, it's a 5 letter number code. It's either four letter number code or a 5 letter number code, and that's actually a real organic. What do you call it? Where if it's a 3 letter or 3 number code, that's so processed, it's not even funny. I got some water at Costco today, but they were out of toilet paper, cutting up all the toilet paper I have now and putting it in small baggies, headed out to the same corner in an hour to get paid. Hey, you can get that one, Bahala. That was a good one. But I truly appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Uh, be safe, please. You know, make sure that your kids are safe, that you're safe. Because without you, you can't help protect your kids. So take care of yourself, take care of your kids, uh, and be safe. My prayers are out to each and every single one of you guys because I love you guys. Uh, that goes for everyone humanly possible on YouTube and in real life. Uh, so I will talk to you guys possibly tomorrow. Uh, if not, um, let me see what day the Pistons would have played. Because if it would have been a a game, a Pistons Day game, then I will definitely what do you call it? Bring out content. Okay, so it. Oh wow, it wouldn't be till next Tuesday. Well, I'll be on before then, because I do want to keep you guys up to date on a lot more stuff too. But with that being said, you guys stay safe. Love you guys all, and I'll talk to you guys shortly. With that being said, this is Troxel Sports Talk. Have a nice night. Stay safe. Love you guys.